Hi friends, my channel is called Minivan Muse. I travel in my Honda Odyssey named Betty White, and we travel around the country to beautiful places, interesting places, and I'm happy that you're here to travel along with us. Okay, I have a crazy idea. Draw your attention to the sunroof. When I'm out on a trip, I like to open the sunroof. Now I have something called a skeeter beater, which is basically a piece of screen with some magnets, but that gets attached from the top. You got to get out of the car and you got to put the thing across and you got to smooth it out to make sure that all the edges are covered. But what if I could make a screen that I could park and put up from the inside of the car without having to get out? Now, if you look at the sunroof and this mechanism here, you can see there is space that something could pop in there without interfering with the opening and closing of the sunroof. I have no idea if this is going to work, but I have the time and I have the thought, so I'm going to see if I can make something like that. I have some screen left over from the last project, so I'm thinking I could use that. Okay, I'm going to have to catch you up on this project because I have to be honest, I didn't think it was going to work, and so I wasn't really filming much, but I think now it might work. So, cut a piece of cardboard. That's a template, and it fits into the opening of the sunroof. Easy enough to do that. Then I bought one of these inexpensive sunshades. You actually only see half of it because the other half I cut to match this, and it is now sitting in Betty in the hole where the sunroof goes. Now, what I'm going to do, and I did this as kind of a mock-up as a tester, is I took a smaller piece of this sunscreen, cut a hole in it, and I taped some screen to it. And it actually can still kind of fold. And this is my vision for what it's going to be like. It's flexible enough that it can still fold, so it's not just like a piece like this that I have to store in the van. It can fold up. It has some rigidity to it because of kind of like this frame, and then it has the screen taped. So now what we're gonna do, now that it seems like this might actually work, is we're gonna go down and we're going to take the real piece of sunscreen, that's the template, and we're going to put the screen on it and see if it works. Pretty cool if it can work. Let's go see. Let me show you where we're at. Here is my piece of the sunshade, and I believe it is now cut at the right size. The sunroof is open, by the way. Okay, so you can see it fits pretty good in there, like that. So now what we have to do is we have to cut a hole, and we have to attach the screen material, and then we're going to put it back in, and we're going to see if possibly we can attach it in with a little bit of Velcro. All right. Well, it's not beautiful, but it is done. So now we are going to put this into the sunroof and see how it fits. And again, I like the fact that it can fold so that it's compact. Oh yeah. Yeah, look at that. I actually put a strip of Velcro in there. Look at that. Okay, I think we have moderate success here. Let's take a look. Tuck the backside in. Tuck the sides in. And we have a screen. Look at that. Is it 100%? It's not 100% because it's not attached to the car on the sides. Okay, before I felt like I had partial success with this thing, but now I think I have total success. It looks a little weird, but bear with me and I'll show you. So what I added to this is I added a little flap of screen that hangs down. And then I added a piece of Velcro right around the inside of the sunroof. Here's the whole operation. Open sunroof. Press down on the front end because there's a piece of Velcro along the front. Making sure that the little wings of screen are hanging down. Attach the back end by tucking it in between the screen and the cover, the inside cover. And then the magic part is attaching down the Velcro. Look, I mean, there's just no bugs gonna be coming in there. There's just no bugs gonna be coming in there. So even if the edge doesn't come all the way down, there's now screen protecting this. And same thing on this side. You see, there is a little area where it's not completely down, but because of the Velcro now, it doesn't matter that that edge doesn't come all the way down because there's screen there. So the front has Velcro, the sides have Velcro, and the back tucks in under the sunroof. So now I am 99.999% sure we have good bug coverage. And you can even close, look at that. You can even close down the sunroof if it's getting cold and you need to close it. Because sometimes I notice at night, especially in the wintertime, I might go to bed with it all the way open, but I have to sometimes get up during the night and close it a little bit if it's getting a little too cold. So it pretty freely opens and closes. Look at that. And we have bug protection, and I can do this all from the inside. All right, let me take it down. And yes, it does mean that I have to have a little strip of Velcro sticking on my top here. But you know what? That doesn't bother me. I would rather have a bug screen that I can deploy from the inside, even if it's a little rough around the edges and homemade, that I can then take down, fold up, fold again, and for right now, it's gonna fold right there. There's a little cargo net there attached to this little platform that I have in my front seat. Another project done. I really have no more projects. Betty White 4.0 is absolutely ready to go. We have a couple fall trips coming up, test everything out, and then we have time to make any adjustments that are needed before the big winter trip. It's really fun. It's really empowering too, to completely self-build your own minivan. That's it. We're gonna end the video here. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm not gonna try to put a fan or anything in it, but something with a screen that can be, oh, sorry. That always happens around here. That's an ambulance, not the cops. Anyway, so does this sound crazy? Probably. All right, let's go to the pad and see if we can make something. Okay, this is a weird angle, but Velcro is my best friend. Okay, before I felt I had partial success. What is on my nose? Oh, I think I got sunburned. Oh dear. Oh my God. Ah! Take two. Oh, cops going by. Uh-oh. Lights and sirens. Uh-oh. Something going on. Uh-oh. Cop number 2. Yikes. We'll give them a minute to go by. Okay.